So I prevented social media from ruining my future. Okay guys, as you can see from the title of the video, we're going to be talking about social media and how you can as well do what I've done and prevent it from ruining your future. Like, a lot of people right now are probably, if you're watching this video, this title's obviously resonated with you and you can kind of see the kind of truth behind it, okay? Because social media now is not how it used to be. It's what Gary Vee said. If you know Gary Vee, he's like an entrepreneur over in America, in the States. And he said it's not social media anymore, it's attention media. And that's a big change. That's a big difference. Just from that change of wording, it automatically shows that there's a massive difference and a massive change in kind of direction of which we're going with social media now. Okay, and one of the main problems and one of the main things which you've probably encountered yourself, one of the main things I've encountered in my own personal life, is scrolling on social media is just a form of procrastination. If you actually deep it, we only scroll because one, we're bored, or two, we don't want to actually do the hard task. We don't want to actually do what we need to do that day. Everybody's got things that they can be doing. If you're watching this video right now, you probably shouldn't be watching this video. There's probably something on your to-do list or something that you need to get done in your life, a task that needs to be done. Maybe you need to go shopping, anything like that. Maybe you need to go and do some revision or some homework. Whatever it is, you know that there's something that you need to get done, but it's a lot easier and it's a lot like more of a complacent task. The dragonflies in this country, I'm in Thailand for you guys that don't know. I'm just getting distracted by how big the dragonflies are, man. They're like massive, like they've got wings, honestly. It's fucking crazy, pardon my language. But as I was saying, there's something that you need to do right now in your life. There's something that you know that you need to do, but you're not really doing it because you're just comfy, you're complacent. Like this guy running behind me here, he's clearly not complacent. He's putting action, he's putting in the work, so fair play to him, okay? Even me going on a walk today, it's taking action. Me recording this video, it's taking action. And social media literally is ruining so many people's lives. And the way Gary Vee says interest media is because, or attention media, should I say, whatever it was he said, it's attention or interest. And the reason behind him saying that was because everyone's just trying to get your attention now. Everyone's just trying to get you interested now. It's not really social. If you actually think about it, it's not really social anymore. Social media is not social. It used to be when you used to kind of come on and like you'd go on Instagram or you go on Facebook or even YouTube and you could just search what you wanted to search, okay? Now it's a case of the algorithms are putting things in front of you that you're interested in. Now it's a case where people are like telling you what you need to watch or are putting in front of you what you're going to watch. You don't really have as much of a choice anymore. And this is something which not a lot of people are getting onto. This is something which not a lot of people are actually realizing. And if you've watched this video, congratulations, because you've just learned something very important, okay? Next time you go on social media, next time you find yourself scrolling, you're probably thinking, I don't actually want to watch this. It's just what they're putting in front of me because it's what they think I want to watch. It's what they're going to do to get my attention. And ultimately, the more attention you give to a social media platform, another very important point, the less attention you actually give to your own life, the less attention you actually do have in your life to change your life, okay? The less kind of intent you have to do things which are going to put you onto that next level. Because there's a lot of people right now who are going through this. I used to go through this myself. As I say, I spent hours, if not weeks, months, years even, just scrolling pointlessly on Instagram, TikTok, whatever it may be. And it didn't really get me anywhere. Like, if you're watching this video right now, tell me if you, like, obviously you're not gonna be able to tell me, but just think to yourself, yeah, when was the last time, or what was the last video you watched on TikTok? What was the video you watched on YouTube before this? Think about it, because also, like, I bet you, like, when you think about it, it's not as clear as what you may think. It's not as relevant or as important as you might think it was. And that just literally goes to show, that just literally backs up my point of saying, whatever you're watching, whatever you're doing to procrastinate from your goals, it's not really handy, it's not really useful. Like, when did you actually learn something from one of these platforms? Especially TikTok. Like, TikTok, you couldn't even tell me the last 3 videos you watched, you know? So it's very much like high dopamine, low effort consumption. And it's not good and it's not healthy at all. It ultimately just gives us a false sense of reality. That's all it is. It's just something that you see on a screen, which is what you perceive to be real, which is what you perceive to be life to be. Like, okay, even when you end up comparing yourself, I've done this plenty of times. I still do this now. I'm not making this video, guys, to kind of tell you that I'm perfect or tell you that I don't do these bad things or I don't scroll on TikTok or I don't get sucked into the trap of social media, because I still do, but it's just less frequent now. as I was saying, comparison is the thief of joy if you let it. And the majority of people online, and if you're watching this video right now, you've definitely compared your life to someone else's, and it's made you feel like shit. And you know it's made you feel like shit as well, because there's a lot of people now who would just scroll. Sorry, I'm getting a dry throat. Who would just scroll and scroll and scroll. And the more you scroll, the more you compare yourself, the more shit you feel. And it's not healthy, it's actually very toxic. But a lot of people, if you do compare yourself, there's different ways you can compare. My advice from personal experience, if you find yourself comparing yourself to somebody else, know that it's probably their chapter 20 and it's your chapter 1. And what I mean by that is you're looking at someone who's probably 20 years or 10 years down the line in the industry that you may want to be in, or living the lifestyle that you may want, okay? They're not like, you're not watching the videos of them when they was in their room and they might have had no subscribers or no followers, and like they're editing their own videos up until like 3 o'clock in the morning. You're not seeing that. You're not seeing that side, okay? So keep that in mind. I'm gonna swap my hands here because my arm is getting a bit dead holding the camera out. And just think about it. Just think about when you find yourself comparing to somebody else online, it's not healthy. And it can be healthy if you change your mind. It can be healthy. Something that worked for me personally was like, I used to compare myself to people online, but then I used to realize that it is their chapter 20 and it is my chapter 1 or my chapter 5. So that helped me a lot. That stopped me actually thinking so much and overthinking about what I was doing, because it's a bad place to be, man. And I've been there, honestly. I've been in my room thinking, what am I doing? Like, why am I comparing myself to this person? Why am I comparing myself to that person? Is my life really this bad? And when you zoom out and when you actually look at your surroundings and like look at your life and like think of the bigger picture, if you look at, I don't know, say your life 2 years ago now, all right? Look how far you've come. Look at the changes that you've made. And that's if you're taking action, by the way. Obviously, if you don't change, your life isn't going to change. So little steps every single day will see a massive kind of return on your investment, return on your time. So to answer your guys' question about how I prevented it and how I overcome it, that was just a couple of things. I zoomed out, I changed my way I was kept comparing myself. Comparison is the thief of joy if you let it, okay? I changed the way I was looking at content, and I kind of just done different things. Like one piece of advice that you might want to try, something that I've tried and I've realized that it gives me a better return on my investment and my time, is going to actual co-working spaces when it comes to working, okay? If you're someone like me who procrastinates and you never really get work done, you know there's a business that you want to start and you know there's something that you need to do. Like recently, I'm building a new website personally, my own, like this is my kind of personal life for you guys. I'm building my own website, and I've been in my room in my apartment and I'm just not as productive. So I thought, you know what, let me go to a co-working space. Let me actually get outside of my apartment and take my laptop somewhere and sit around different people in the same working environment. And I probably got done more than what I got done in like the last week within like 4 hours. And that is the truth of it. That is the reality of it, okay? Because I was in the co-working space and everyone around me was working. Everyone around me was just getting it done. No one was there scrolling on TikTok. No one was there scrolling on social media. It was nice to be around, man. And it kind of made me think, yeah, like I need to start doing this more often. And that's something that I will do more often now. And that's just through trial and error, because I knew that I could do it. I knew that I could kind of get in the zone if I went to a co-working space, but I just needed to try. I needed to actually go out there and do it. So if you find yourself scrolling, if you find yourself kind of procrastinating and never really getting any work done, then I hope this video has helped you. I hope that you've kind of seen it from my perspective and kind of taken on board what I've been saying to you guys, because it's a tough place to be, man. Like, all social media wants to do now is just grab our attention. All social media wants to do is just keep us on their platforms, keep us scrolling, keep us mindlessly just doing degenerate shit. That's all it is. And the quicker you snap out of it and the quicker you use it to your advantage as well, which is more important, should I say, if you want to create content, if you want to, I think you should create content now in social media, like online, whether you want to or don't want to. It's becoming mandatory. Whether you want to start a business, build a personal brand, creating content has never been more important as it is now. So get the idea out of your head of like, oh, I'm too scared to pick up a camera. No, I don't want to hear that. Get your phone out, get your camera out, and just start documenting your life. Start telling people what you're interested in. Start teaching people something that you've learned in that day or you've learned this year. Piano, guitar, learning how to edit, learning how to use a camera, learning how to run half a marathon. Like, pick up your phone and actually tell people how you done it and the results, the actions you take to get the results, the actions you took to get the results that you've got. Not hard, not complicated. Many people just don't do it. Okay, I'm going to sign out of this video now. If you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you've got any thoughts, if there's anything you've done in your own personal life that has helped you stop procrastinating, I'd love to hear it as well. And yeah, I'm going to carry on this walk, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.